Good afternoon, hockey fans. Welcome to Hobbs Ice Arena. We're in the Akervik rink, one of three rinks in this hockey complex here in beautiful Eau Claire, Wisconsin. About to bring you the final matchup here for the St. Croix Valley Fusion at the Big Rivers Conference Summer Cup. It's a 5-team conference, and this weekend all 5 varsity teams squared off against each other. This is fourth game of the weekend for the Fusion. They've won all 3 so far, so looking to win this one and win the cup, and there is a trophy. So they win this one here, they got it locked up. Eau Claire comes into the game, I believe they have won 1 and lost 2. They beat Hudson but lost to the Western Wisconsin Stars and also lost to the Chippewa Falls Menominee Sabres. Fusion come in a little bit different lineup here. Abby Item was missing yesterday and this morning, but she is back from her softball tournament. So it looks like they're going to put Emma Larson up at forward here. And so Abby's donning the number 7. You can sort of see her over there on the bench. They're going to put her back at D, and it looks like they're going to have Emma play forward. So the Fusion will go with Middle, Larson, and Jane Volgren. And defensively, it'll be Larimore and Kivel. 17 minutes on the clock. We're running a little behind here, as you saw today, but the JV team finished off their weekend. They got 3 games and won all 3 of them. So if the Fusion can get a win here, they'll finish the weekend overall 7-0 on the tournament. Picked up by Jane Volgren. Volgren skating through traffic. Larson will follow her in. Set up in front of the net. Here come the Stars back the other way. Molly Wright, the Big Rivers Conference Player of the Year, number 16, will skate it through traffic. Wright is very fidgety. She can move, she can skate, and she gets people off balance to put the puck in the net. Volgren brings it in. Middle can't find the handle, and Stars able to clear it out once again. Item back with Kaylee Lansing. Shot. Gustafson stops the first one. The second one goes wide of the net. Middle out there with Jenna Volgren and Jane Volgren. Puck scooped up by Esme Harvey. Harvey working through traffic, will skate it behind the net. Harvey takes a look around, loses the handle there. Jenna Volgren working back behind the net. Stars gather it up. Puck loose out front. Harvey had it, but a nice defensive play there by the Stars. Item steps up. Puck out to the neutral zone. Sid Kivel scoops it. Takes a look around, fires it up the boards. He's got Cam Wiersma out there. Volgren fires and scores. That one bounces off someone's stick on the way in and will go in. And that will make it 1-0 Fusion. 15-10 to play here, first period. The Fusion take an early lead here on the strength of a Jenna Volgren goal. She's had a lot of them this weekend. The Volgren sisters have been doing what they do, filling up the score sheet. Jane Volgren gathers it up. Middle, working through traffic, gets his shot off, and we get a stop and a save, and we'll blow the whistle here with 15:01 to go first period. Stars have had Evie Pritzel in the net for about the last 3 years, and she was an absolutely dynamic goaltender. Graduated. I know she's playing college hockey somewhere, but Stars with the new goalie in the net this year. I'm not sure who this one is. Melena Menard was the backup goalie last year. She's on the bench right now. I'm sure we'll probably see her at some point today. Lily Middle working through traffic. Middle sending her attempt over to Withers. Jane Volgren gets a shot on it. Middle working behind the net. Volgren and Withers up front. Abby Item out the point. Send the puck out to Item. Now back to middle. Eau Claire will clear it, and that will be icing. And the Fusion will get an ozone draw here. 14-14 to play. Fusion leading at 1-0 on the strength of a Jenna Volgren goal. It'll be Larson with Wiersma and Harvey. Item and Lansing the D's. Lansing steps up, gets a stick on it. Larson gathers it, turns, fires, looking for the crossbar. Snapped that one off pretty quick, but above the net. Wiersma sends it back deep. Wiersma trying to center up. Wiersma still working. Still working behind the net. Fires it out to the point. Item had come up into the play. Now Sid Kivel with it. She's going to survey. Sends it out to Larson. Larson working around traffic. Loses the handle. Tries to get it back. Back into the corner now. Puck bounces out to the point. Star's able to get a clear. And it's Kivel sending it back down deep. Jane Volgren with the puck now. Volgren working through traffic. Kivel chasing this one down in the far side corner. Out there with Larimore defensively. Puck out to the point. Shot, and Gustafson able to corral that one. Real tough save there. Had all kinds of traffic between her and the defender at the point. Molly Wright back out there with Jessa Lahner. Wright with 42 points last season as a junior. Back for her senior year as the defending Big Rivers Conference Player of the Year. Here comes Lily Middle. Middle working through traffic. Dish to Jenna Volgren. Volgren fires the one-timer. Great save there by the Eau Claire goaltender. Beautiful pass, beautiful one-time shot, and a very beautiful save by the Eau Claire goalie. Kajessa Lahner clears. She was their second leading scorer last year as a freshman. Put up 26 points here for the Stars. Puck back out into the neutral zone. Gathered up now by Jane Volgren. Volgren skating through traffic, gets an opening, shoots and scores. And again, give Jane Volgren some room in front of the net, and that is going to be the result. Volgren beats the goaltender right under the stick side arm, and it's 2-0 Fuse. Just under 12 minutes to play here in the first period. Volgren, first it was Jenna, then it's Jane, and either way, 2-rip Fusion. Bellinger out there with Wiersma and Harvey. Onto the stick of Wiersma. Wiersma over to Danielle Pellinger. Pellinger works it through traffic. Now Harvey steps in. Harv working it to the middle, and goaltender just kind of can of corns that one. These are Larimore and Kivel. Harvey to take the draw once again. Flanked by Wiersma, who just kicks it back to Larimore. Now down to Pellinger. Pellinger back to Larimore. Larimore shot on net. Stars cleared out to the far side boards. Harvey stepping in there. Now onto the stick of Pellinger. Pellinger tries to drop it off back to Harvey. She does. Wiersma out to the point. Kivel winds, fires, shoots. Saved by the Eau Claire goaltender. Stars able to clear it out of the zone. Larimore stops the puck. Gathered up by Harvey. Harvey, 1-on-2. Trying to get it to the net. Now she'll skate it behind the net. Larson steps in, picks it up. Larson will skate it behind the net as well. Getting tied up there. Battling in the corner. Larson and Molly Wright going toe-to-toe down there in the corner. Stars trying to bring it in. Jane Volgren gets tripped. They'll call it. Fusion are going to get a power play here with 10:15 to go in the first period. The Fusion power play 7 of 9 this weekend. And really one of those times they didn't even attempt to score. That was when they were up 6-2 and they were on the power play with about 2 minutes left in the game. So I think in power plays where they were actually attempting to score, we're going to call them 7 of 8. Unofficially. I might have missed one, but I know they've only not cashed it in twice, and one of them was because it was the end of the game. Harvey to take the draw. Out there with Volgren, Larson, and Middle. Stars got their big ones out there. Molly Wright on the ice along with Lahner on the kill here. Out to Middle. Back to Jenna Volgren. Volgren winds, fires, saved by the Eau Claire goaltender. We'll reset here with 10:02 to go in the first period. Fusion leading it 2-0 on a goal by each of the Volgren sisters. Harvey to take the draw. Larson scoops it up over to Middle. Middle fires from the point, and that one bounced, got through the goaltender. You heard it hit the pipe, and it bounced out. The goaltender able to get it covered. 1:39 remaining in the power play. Fusion looking to put another one on the board here. Middle over to Jenna Volgren. Volgren back to Lily Middle. Middle can't handle the pass. Will reset from the neutral zone. Middle up to Larson. Larson working. Now Jane Volgren picks it up on her stick. Jane gets the entry. Jane drops it off for Jenna. Jenna, tried to hit Larson. Picked up by the Stars. Now Larson on her backhand. Kicks it out to Middle. Middle winds, fires, deflection out front. Back onto the stick of Harvey. Harvey kicks it over to Jane Volgren. Volgren will have to come get this one. 51 seconds left in the power play here. Volgren loses the handle momentarily. Now Jenna Volgren tying it up with Emma Larson. Puck squirts out, Larson with it. She'll kick it all the way back to Middle. Middle up ahead to Jane Volgren. Tried to get it to Harvey, but couldn't connect. Back to Jenna. Jenna over to Jane. Now Jenna with it. Fusion swapping them out. Wiersma checks in, drops it off to Middle. Kivel on as well. Shot and a save by the Eau Claire goaltender. 1 second remaining on this power play here. Stick handling, I would say the pass catching, not quite as crisp as what we've seen so far this weekend on this power play. Been about as close to flawless as you could be most of the weekend. And Eau Claire kills off the penalty. Back to full strength. Fusion 7 of 10 now this weekend on the power play. 70% for those of you scoring at home. Molly Wright with the puck. She's dangerous. Dances around the D, gets a shot off. Gustafson able to close the door. We get a whistle with 7:47 to go here in the first period. Middle will take the draw. Item, Larson, Jane Volgren all out there with her, along with Kaylee Lansing. Molly Wright will skate it behind the net. Lansing out to Jane Volgren. Stars able to hold the zone. Lansing chips it up to Volgren with the puck out into the neutral zone. Stars dump it deep, middle, able to get a stop to it. Middle pass to herself. Working through traffic in the neutral zone. And Fusion are offsides by a hair. They'll bring it back out. Drop the puck here with 7:08 to go here in the first period. Fusion leading it 2-0. Volgren and Volgren on the goals. Fusion will keep the same 5 on the ice. Middle, chip it down. Stars able to get it out in the neutral zone. Item hounding the Stars forward. Item kicks it out over to Jane Volgren. Volgren looking for Larson. Now on, looking for Middle. Now on the stick of Larson. Larson winds, fires, gets tied up. Stars goaltender able to get a stop. Stars will send that puck deep. Larimore will scoop it up along the near side boards. Larimore fires it up ahead for Jenna Volgren. Volgren across the blue line. Volgren takes a look around. She'll skate it behind the net. Out there with Harvey. Now Larimore tries to knock it down. They'll reset from the neutral zone. Nice play there by the Stars. Stars trying to work that one down. Nice stick by Kibble to take away that shot opportunity. Wiersma with it. Wiersma looking for Harvey. And now Volgren will bring it in. Jenna Volgren from behind the net. Jenna Volgren taking a look around. Harvey Volgren pairing has been matched up with Emerson Lindis for most of the weekend, and they've been really clicking as a line. But Lindis not here with us this afternoon. Big news in the Lindis family. We got another one coming, so there's a big announcement, big party, and I'm sure they're watching and want to say hello and congratulations to them. Middle with it. Middle, firing it down. Middle gathers it up. Withers fields it with her skate, taken away by Kajessa Lahner. Lahner, one of the top freshmen in the conference last year, along with Jenna Volgren. We get a whistle and a play stoppage here. 4:55 to go. First period, Fusion leading it 2-0. Fusion get a win here in this game. They will hoist the cup. Lily Middle takes the draw. Back to Kaylee Lansing. Puck dropped off there looking for Withers. Withers out there with Middle and Jane Volgren. Now Kaylee Lansing with it.
Yeah, Kaylee.
Middle, puck on her stick now. Over to Kaylee Lansing. Lansing gathers it back up. She'll skate the center line, bring it in. Wide, fire. Shot goes wide. Over to the far side corner. Lansing still pressuring. Volgren back playing some D. Nice play there by Middle. Taking away that one. Middle up ahead to Jane Volgren. Battle over there on the far side. Volgren and Middle, along with a couple of Stars players. Fusion in the blacks today. Eau Claire area Stars in their whites with black and blue accents, and we got a whistle, and I think the Fusion are going to go to the box. A lot of pushing and shoving over there. We're going to send Middle to the box. I think the Fusion have only been on the kill just once or twice this weekend. Now they're on the kill once against Eau Claire, or against Chippewa Falls. So Larson will come on defensively. She's been playing forward most of the game here today, but she plays D most of the time and is D on the penalty kill unit. Jenna Volgren will send that one all the way down the length of the ice. Volgren out there with Harvey. Larson and Sid Kivel are the Ds. Volgren with it, and she'll just fire it down. They're going to pull Larson off. They'll drop Item out there now on the PK. Item steps up and just dumps it down. Gathered up by Molly Wright. Wright fires it up the boards. Shot and a save by Gustafson. 1:06 remaining in the Lily Middle penalty. Now they'll send Larson back out as a forward on the penalty kill. Item and Sid Kivel still the defenders. It'll be Larson and Jane Volgren the forwards. Larson takes it away. 1-0. Lyons fires. That one bounces off the goaltender's glove and hits the glass behind the net. I don't think she realized how open she was there. Wright skates it in and shoots. Larson got tied up with Jane Volgren and gave Wright a free path to the net, and the Stars able to put that one in. So 2-1 Fusion. Stars put the Fusion will put Wiersma, Jenna Volgren, and Ez Harvey out there. It'll be Lansing and Abby Item defensively. Lansing up to Jenna Volgren. Volgren will swing it over, looking for Lansing. Chip it up. Item from the near side corner up to Volgren. Volgren up to Harvey. Harvey again looking for the crossbar, right up and over the crossbar. Volgren trying to dump it down. Still chasing that puck. Volgren had Wiersma up front, but Wiersma's stick gets lifted right as she's about to shoot. Sid Kivel dumps it down. Fusion tag up. Harvey is pressuring. Stars coming back down the ice. Kivel is back. Shot saved by Gustafson. Pellinger on for the Fusion. Kivel sends it out. They'll leave the icing off as it went off the defender at the blue line. And Larimore is going to send that in the neutral zone. Volgren. We'll bring it back around. 30 seconds to play here in the period. Volgren still working through traffic. Wright gets a stick on it. Now Lily Middle with it. Wright pressuring, trying to get the Fusion to make a mistake for her. Volgren. Puck gets taken off her stick. Stars bring it down. Had Wright coming right down the middle, but couldn't connect. Shot, nice play there by Larimore to take that one away. We get a whistle, we get the horn here. At the end of one, it is the St. Croix Valley Fusion 2 and the Eau Claire Area Stars 1. They'll take about a 2-minute break, and I will too. We'll be right back here with second period action in just a moment. I get a little drink of water. Second period about to get underway here. It'll be middle, Jane Volgren, Emma Larson up front, and Sid Kivel and Addie Larimore are the defenders. Fusion lead it 2-1. The second period's been a bit of an adventure for the Fusion pretty much all weekend long. They've been absolutely, I would say, dominant in the first and third periods this weekend. Second period, kind of giving up a few goals here and there. Beautiful look there. Larson backhand opportunity. Right through the legs there. Another opportunity up front. Now out to Lily Middle. Lily Middle lines and fires that one off the gear of right. Larimore fires from deep. Larson gets a deflection. Nice save there by the goaltender. Larson fires again up front. A lot of action. Zeppenbergen says, keep working. Here's Kajessa-Lahner working through traffic, fires. That one goes wide of the net. Picked up by Kivel. Kivel up ahead to Middle. Middle trying to hit Larson. Knocked down by the skates of the Stars player. Send it up the boards. Picked up by Kelshaw by the Stars. Now Larimore with it. Jenna Volgren on here for the Fusion. Middle crosses the center stripe, and now she'll head for the bench. Coach says, let's go to work. Fresh skaters on here for the Fusion. Here's Harvey out there with Jenna Volgren. Shot from the point, goes wide. Now Wiersma kicks it out to the point. Lansing right back down deep. Harvey is there. Harvey looking for Volgren. Volgren finds a little spot, shoots, puck loose out front, and then they get the cover. They're going to wave that off. Harvey came flying across the crease, knocked it in, but the officials say whistle was blown first. So no goal. We'll do it. We'll reset here with 15-17 to go. Second period, 2-1 Fusion. Harv will take the draw. Shot from Kaylee Lansing goes just wide of the net. Shot from Jenna Volgren right into the twine, and Volgren cleans up the mess. It's 3-1 Fusion. Second goal of the game for Jenna Volgren, one of many for the weekend. Volgren, Wiersma, and Harvey will stick around out there for a moment. Lansing and Item out there defensively. Scooped up by Harvey. Harvey dumps it down deep, and she'll draw a penalty. And the Fusion will send the power play back out on the ice here for the second time this afternoon. Harvey, Larson, Volgren in middle. 3-1 Fusion looking to add to it right here. Harv will take the draw. Middle. Working through traffic over to Larson. Larson connects with Volgren. Volgren looks around back to Larson. That puck up in the air. Volgren sends it over to Harvey. Harvey back to Jane Volgren. Volgren winds, fires, loose puck out front. Gets it back to Jane. Jane back over to Harv. Harv back to Jane. Jane shoots at Jenna Volgren coming across from behind. Lily Middle able to gather it up. Volgren with it. Stars making a change, so 5-on-3 if they hurry. Volgren back to Larson. Larson gets the stick lifted, and Stars trying to get it clear. Nice play there by Lily Middle. 1:08 to go here in the power play. Larson leaves it for Volgren now on the stick of Middle back to Volgren. Jane Volgren crosses the center stripe, brings it into the zone. Volgren pulls up, down to Harvey. Harvey working behind the net. Over to Jenna Volgren. To Jess Alana, and Volgren get tied up in the near side corner. Larson jumps in. Puck going over to Jane Volgren. 30 seconds left in the power play. Jane Volgren now to Harvey. Jane Volgren with it. Volgren slides in, shoots. Great save there by the Eau Claire area goaltender. We get a whistle. 14 seconds left here on the clock. 14 seconds left on the power play. Fusion will bring in a couple of fresh set of defenders. It'll be Kibble and Larimore. They'll keep the forwards in there. Harvey, Volgren, and Volgren trying to cash in here. Larimore winds, fires, and we get another save. 8 seconds remaining in the power play. 12:53 to go in the second period. Fusion leading it 3-1. 2 Jenna Volgren goals and 1 Jane Volgren goal. Shot goes just wide of the net. Penalty expired. Stars able to kill it off. First team all weekend. I guess Sabres stopped it twice too. Shot. Nice play there by Jenna Volgren. Puck out to Harvey. Harvey with some space. Harvey lines, fires, looking for the back corner of the net. Nope. Nope, don't jump on yet. Yeah, we got lucky on that one. Sid Kibble fires that one, and that's a goal, yep. Kind of a knuckle puck from Sid Kibble, and the goaltender put the arm up and just kind of mishandled it. And that went right into the net, and that will stretch the Fusion lead to 4-1. Lily Middle says, you got to celebrate that thing. Put your arms up. So it'll be Lily Middle out there with Wiersma and Liliana Lansing. Puck out to the point for the Stars. They fire and score. Shot from the point. And that will cut that lead back down to 2, 4-2. Lansing able to hold the zone for the Fusion. Wiersma working from the near side corner. Trying to center it up. Item.
Nice job.
That'll be offsides. So we'll get a whistle here with 11:19 to go, second period. Fusion lead it 4-2. Be Larson, Jane Volgren, and Ez Harvey, along with Kivel and Larimore. Harvey to take the draw. Larson gets the center stripe, dumps it down deep. Working behind the net. Harvey jumps into the play as well. Stars swinging around to the near side. Fire it down the ice. Kivel will gather it up. Kivel bounced it off the boards in the neutral zone. Picked up by Larson. She'll dump it off to Harvey. Harvey tried to send it back to Larson. I think Larson was heading for the bench. Now she'll chip it down into the deep zone here. Volgren with it. Volgren tried to leave it for somebody, but the Fusion trying to complete their change. They do. Jenna Volgren on as well as Abby Item. Shot, and Gustafson handles that one in the glove. 10:01 to go here. Second period, 4-2 Fusion. Sid Kivel with a goal, 2 by Jenna Volgren and 1 by Jane Volgren. Up the middle over to Jenna Volgren. Volgren with Wiersma coming down with her. Nice pass to Wiersma, then middle fires a backhander. Wiersma fighting. Nice play over there on the backside. Shot from the point by Middle. Middle skates up. Middle with it. Middle. Lots of room. Fires a little quick shot off the heel of her stick and nearly beat the goaltender, but we'll get a whistle here with 9:27 to go in the second period. 4-2 Fusion. Fuse will go with Middle, Wiersma, and Jenna Volgren. Defensively, we've got Larimore and Kivel. Molly Wright goes cross ice. Wright coming down with speed, trying to connect on that backdoor pass. Nice play by Kivel. Shot from the point. Gustafson able to get in front of it. Stars gather it back up. Lahner trying to work through traffic. Another great play there by Kivel. And the Stars will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Taken away by Wiersma, but a nice stick there by the Stars defender. Now middle. Crosses the center stripe. She'll just fire that one down. Eau Claire goaltender will glove it, and we'll get a whistle. 8:39 to go here. Second period. Both teams will use the whistle to change them up. It'll be Jane Volgren along with Harper Withers and Esme Harvey. The D's, Item and Lansing. Another quick shot. This Eau Claire area goaltender's been busy, just nearing the midpoint here of the second period. Stars gathered up. Item and Lansing are back. And Item will go to the box. Delayed penalty. Stars trying to get something cooking here before the Fusion get a touch. Harvey blocked the shot, but she needs to get control of the puck. Fusion will get it right here. So we'll get a whistle and the penalty kill will come back out onto the ice for the second time. I think this is the first game of the weekend where we've had 2 penalties. Be Middle and Jane Volgren, along with Kivel and Lansing defensively. These are tough spots to have your penalty kill out in the second period. Long change. Jane Volgren's like, yeah, we'll take the puck away. Volgren breaking it down. Volgren's just going to fire it right back to her D. Lansing is there. Lansing over to Sid Kivel. Kivel sends it right back down deep. Middle kind of hanging back. 1 player pressure here. It's Jane Volgren against 4 Stars. Now Sid Kivel with it. Kivel will bounce that one off the glass and all the way down the length of the ice. Larson will jump on defensively. She's back with Sid Kivel. Jenna Volgren and Lily Middle are the forwards. Jenna Volgren really working it. Stars will cycle it behind the net with Molly Wright. Shot looking for Lahner on the back door. Kivel's going to gather it up. Tried to clear it. Kelshaw able to knock that one down. Back over to Lahner. Now out to the point for the Stars. Again, looking for the play right up in the crease there. Nice stick lift. Lily Middle will send it. 24 seconds left in the penalty. Middle will come to the bench. Harvey comes on. It's Harvey and Jenna Volgren, the forwards. Larson flies in. We'll just send that one right back down. Two seconds left in the penalty, and Idem will come back on the ice. Fusion will send out Jane Volgren. Sid Kivel should be an icing, and it will be. So the Fusion will get an ozone draw here, leading it 4-2 in the second period. 5:53 remaining. We will get a Zam break after this period. So the Fuse will go with Middle, Liliana Lansing, and Jane Volgren, the forwards. It'll be Kaylee Lansing and Abby Idem, the Ds. And we got another penalty coming. I think that's on the Fuse, and I think it's Jane Volgren, so we'll go right back on the kill. I don't think we've had multiple penalties in one game this weekend. It's been one or fewer in every game. We're up to 3 now here, and we're not even 2 periods into the contest. So the Fuse will send Kaylee Lansing and Sid Kivel out there defensively. It'll be Middle and Jenna Volgren up front. Shot goes wide of the net. Kaylee Lansing jumps on it, bounces it out to the point. Stars able to hold the zone. Stars with some different players out here on the power play, trying to get a different look, and maybe that other power play just came off the ice, so probably still needs a little blow. And Jenna Volgren will send that one all the way down. Nice play there by Kivel. Middle, just fires it down. 5 minutes to play here in the period. 1:13 to go in the penalty. Larson jumps out. She'll join Middle. Kivel working through traffic. Nice slick move there. Just sends it right back down. Larson will pressure. Middle comes over to the bench. Harvey steps on. Larson picks it off. So we'll fire it deep. 35 seconds left in the Eau Claire power play. Larson's like, we'll just kind of hang out here along the boards. Harvey grabs a hold of it and she'll send it down. A really nice penalty kill so far here for the Fusion. Middle steps back on for St. Croix Valley.
Good job, Caleb.
Beautiful shot. Middle had closed up, and the Fusion killed the penalty. Jane Volgren on the ice. And that's empty right now. The goaltender came way out to field that. And I think Jane was trying to get to that puck a little quicker, maybe get an opportunity. Was Wright looking for Lahner. Shot from the point, knocked down. Jenna Volgren working. Puck behind the net. Kivel able to close it off. Gustafson gets the cover. And we get a whistle here. 3:08 to go, second period. 4-2 Fusion. Kivel had kind of put a stop to that shot with her skate, but still kind of slid through, and Gustafson able to get the cover. Shut it down. Harvey will take the draw here. Wiersma and Larson out there with her. Wiersma drops it off for Emma Larson. Larson steps up and fires it down. 3 minutes remaining here in the second period. 4-2 Fusion. Wiersma, shot on net and a cover by the Eau Claire goaltender. We get a whistle. Kivel and Larimore back defensively. Harvey to take the draw. Larson backhanded opportunity there, and Stars goaltender gets a cover. That's Menard now. It's come out here midway through the second period. I missed it. And she's out there now. She was the backup goalie for the Stars last year. Got a little bit of play. Evie Pritzel was their outstanding goaltender last season. The only goaltender in the state of Wisconsin to beat Bay Area last year.
Nice job.
Kivel, send it down. 50-plus save performance in that game. Larimore sends it to the boards. Now Gustafson will settle it down. Puck up to Larson. Trying to clear. Stars right back down. Harvey leaves it for Wiersma. Wiersma through traffic. Sends it down. Fusion get a change here. 1:44 to go. Second period. Volgren in middle out on the ice for the Fusion. Puck will bounce out to Kivel. Kivel waits for everybody to get on sides and fires it back down in the corner. Jenna Volgren gets tangled up on the far side. Volgren with it, still battling. Middle and Jane Volgren looking for some space. Jane Volgren fires. That one hits some traffic up front. Bounces back out. Puck to the point. Abby Item. Nice pass over to middle. Middle sends it towards net. Nice save again by Menard. Jenna Volgren fires. Jane Volgren trying to clean up the mess. Jenna Volgren stepping in there. Puck out to Item. Item catches it on her backhand. Leaves it for middle. Middle fires just wide. One out to Lansing. Lansing bounces it down. Middle, working through traffic.
Good fight.
Stars work it through the zone. And Jane Volgren tangled up, but we've got an offsides before that happened. Whistle with 18.6 seconds to play here in the second period. Larson, Wiersma, and Harvey will come onto the ice. Lansing and Idem will remain defensively. 18 seconds here to play in the second period before we get a Zam break. Kajesalana trying to work through traffic. Puck picked up by Idem. Idem just send that down the length of the ice and probably get an icing, and we will. So that'll come back down on our end here with 4 seconds to play. They're jinxing us. Leaving 4 seconds with a D-zone draw. Idem with it, just trying to kill some clock as she does. So Fuse will go to the locker room with a 4-2 lead. Playing a good game, but I think you can see the effects of playing 2 games today. And you know, they defeated Chippewa Falls Menominee 6-2 earlier, but that game was far more competitive than the score indicates. And I think they look a little bit tired to me, a little bit wore out, maybe just not quite as crisp as they've been. Most of these teams at this high school level, you're not going to be playing 4 games over the course of 3 days. You just won't have that happen very often. So probably not quite as good of a first 2 periods as they like to put out there, but either way, the results pretty good, leading it 4-2. We'll come back with third period action in just a bit. They'll bring the Zamboni out. Everyone taking a break, including me. We'll see you with third period action in just a little bit. We look like a team that's played 4 games, so we can do it. Not quite as sharp as we've been. Well, and Eau Claire has put out there. Molly Wright is one of the players in the state. She's out there pretty disruptive too. So. But yeah, I think they all were just encouraged. They were sitting out there, up in front. They were trying to stay in the shade because it's been a long day and they played a really, I thought, tough game, but a really outstanding game this morning.
Like that deal, I think it's on.
I think it's been a really kind of a recharge and a refresh to get with the girls again. I was just sitting up on the railing looking down watching her right before the game or 2 was out. They just look like they were having a good time.
like
Well, I mean, last year just there wasn't. It was just hard to break in because everyone was healthy, which is what you want. I mean, you don't want anyone to hurt. But that usually doesn't. So you just have to be ready for the performance and how Addie's played all weekend. Ruben, that she's good man. She can do it. Get more and more comfortable with it. You don't want to let anybody get home. It's like you're playing defense. You make a mistake, everybody sees it. You know? So it's like. Yeah, she's done good. No, she goes over to Polar. Over to Polar Arena. It's basically right next to North Central. Well, it's just a little easy, even with the bridge, the timing that she has with that session. It's not like a 2:30 session, so you drive over there, and you get over the bridge before the traffic really picks up, and then we're usually back across the bridge by like 3:30, 3:45. So it's kind of the timing of it works perfect to work around the traffic.
I was taking a picture of your hockey but I tried to do a little map, somebody left behind me, got up there and
I've had that happen too. People don't merge the way they should merge. Wait until the last second to merge, and then that's what happens. It's been a long day for us, and we didn't go.
yeah, then his brother came to town last night. Kids are up all night because they walk their sides down. So they didn't get in until 11.
Yeah, I'll probably take a nap this afternoon. I'll be told not to do it. It's just go to bed at normal time. It's not how I operate. I peak at like 10 o'clock at night, so like, I like to take a little nap in the afternoon so that I can power through. I think it just matters what you have. I remember a few years ago, they were very good because one of the days got hurt. I think that's what this whole thing is. It just gets an opportunity to play and make a mistake. You want to win. This is where you find out. this situation, I think it's good to get your kill out there. So, I think the last game we only won. The last game we only had one. And I feel like, I don't even know if we had maybe one of those. I don't think we had any. I think the Stars we had one. Third period about to get underway here at Hobbs Ice Arena. 4-2, St. Croix Valley Fusion over the Eau Claire Area Stars. Fusion will go with middle, Jane Volgren and Emma Larson. Larson drops it off for Volgren. Puck down deep. Now Larson will gather it up behind the net. Trying to connect with Volgren. Puck out to the point. Sid Kivel will dump it down deep. Larson takes it away again, gets dragged down. Larimore lines and fires. Got that one all the way through. Middle picks it up. Middle working through traffic. Middle tried to drop it off for Jane Volgren. Finally, Volgren did get to it. Bounced off a skate and right onto the stick of Volgren. Fusion complete the change now. It'll be Item with Lansing. Fuse will bring in Jenna Volgren, Wiersma, and Esme Harvey. Puck out at the point, Lansing with it. Lansing right back down. Volgren gathers it up behind the net. Volgren battling. Now on the far side. Wiersma trying to connect with Harvey, and then Volgren one-timer on the far side and just couldn't get it past the goaltender. And Item ties up right as right had a steam coming right towards Gustafson. Jenna Volgren loses her stick. She'll go back to get it. Picked up by Item. Item trying to hit Volgren, gathered up by the Stars. Wiersma collects one of the Stars players. Harvey bringing the puck down deep. Liliana Lansing jumps on for the Fusion. Shot, Lansing on the near side. Lansing able to clear it out into the neutral zone. That one's going to go all the way down. It'll be icing. Fuse will get a D-zone draw here. 14:52 to play, third period, leading at 4-2. Fusion get the win here. They will win the Big Rivers Conference Summer Cup. 3-0 entering this contest. Shot. Kivel took another tough puck. She took a big one in the game this morning. And that one there you can see didn't feel good either. She'll have a few bruises to ice this evening. Middle drops it off for Jane Volgren. Volgren tried to swing it over to Lansing. Middle gets a stick on it. Eau clears. Kivel steps up. This puck will go down and deep. Larimore gathers it up along the near side boards. Fires it ahead for Middle, but can't connect. Back to Larimore. Larimore now to Jane Volgren. Volgren through traffic and across the blue line. Volgren working through traffic. Volgren turns, fires, and scores. Second goal of the game for Jane Volgren. And it is 5-2 Fusion. Jane with 2, Jenna with 2, and Sid Kivel with 1. That 2 plus 1 is 5, and that's where we're at 5-2 Fusion. Wiersma and Harvey pop on the ice. Larson will stay out there. Item and Lansing the D's. Item will step up, send that puck deep. Wiersma on the far side, onto the stick of Larson now. Larson connects with Harvey. Harvey working through traffic. Wiersma with it again. Tried to send it down, but Stars trying to get it clear here. Right on the ice for the Stars, right downing the number 16. Got to keep an eye on her. Item, send it back deep. Jenna Volgren steps on for the Fuse. Lansing ships it down. Wiersma sends it deep. Jenna Volgren will chase it down. She's got Wiersma out front. Puck out to the point. Middle scoops it up. Middle gets tripped. They're going to say coincidental contact. incidental contact, sorry. Coincidental, incidental, not the same, but similar. Kevil working through traffic. Little fancy moves there. We'll fire it down in the corner. Get back to her spot on the point. Jenna Volgren with it. And we'll get a cover by Menard. And a whistle with 12:29 to play here. Third period, Fusion leading it 5-2. Volgren, and Middle. These will be Idem and Lansing. Jenna catches up to it. Jenna, quick shot and a score. And Jenna with a hat trick. Jenna Volgren puts that one away, and that will stretch the lead to 6-2. .12 left here in the third period. Fusion will bring Harvey Pellinger and Liliana Lansing into the game. No, that's Wiersma, sorry. Wiersma on the far side. Idem and Lansing back defensively. Wright battling for the Stars on the far side. Wright working through traffic. Wright lines, fires, Gustafson with the save. We get a whistle with 11:31 to go here, third period. Fusion will change them out. It'll be Middle, Larson, and Jane Volgren up front. And Larimore and Kibble the D's. Larson over to Jane Volgren. Volgren working through traffic. Let's play there by Middle. Closing the door on the breakout. Shot. Volgren getting tied up in the far board, just trying not to get a penalty. Wright with it. Larson takes away from Wright. We'll chip it out. Picked up at the point. Larimore defending down deep. Right, out to the point. Kelshaw winds, fires. Knocked away by Jane Volgren. Back onto the stick of Volgren. Volgren up ahead to Middle. Middle gets a stick on it. Jane Volgren, Larson, and Middle will head for the bench. Fusion change out, all three up front. Idem and Lansing on defensively as well. Volgren with it. Volgren over to Idem. Idem will skate and fire it down deep. Vanek Harvey just walked by all wrapped up in a blanket. My guess is he'll be sleeping shortly after the car starts this afternoon. 9:35 to go, third period. He's a man that looks like he's going to be taking a nap in the car. Over to Idem. Idem up ahead to Jenna Volgren. That'll be offsides. We'll get a whistle. 9:20 to play. 6-2 Fusion. Fuse will swap them out here. It'll be Middle along with Jane Volgren and Liliana Lansing. These are Item and Kaylee Lansing. Too many Lansings on the ice for me. We need Lansing, Volgren, and Volgren out there. Lansing and Kaylee are not sisters. Or Liliana and Kaylee are not sisters. Just have the same last name. Wiersma and Larson out there. Harv will step on for the Fuse. Here comes Molly Wright, turning on the afterburners. Nice play by Kibble. Shot goes wide. Kibble took it off the stick of Wright, and then her trailer put a nice shot on net, but just wide. Harv in a foot race here, trying to get to this one. Larimore with it. Puck up the boards, picked up by Harvey. Harvey will dump it down and circle back towards the bench. No, waiting for her compatriots to come onto the ice. Fusion change out a couple of forwards. Larimore back. Nice play there by Kibble and Larimore. Kibble dumps it down. Jenna Volgren pressuring behind the net. Jane Volgren out there now. Jane Volgren walks, fires, and a save by Menard. We get a whistle with 7:10 to go, third period. Fusion leading it 6-2 over the Eau Claire area Stars. Middle will take the draw. Middle flanked by Volgren. Volgren fires. That one's going to go all the way down the length of the ice. Should be icing, and it will be. We'll reset here, 7:02 to go, third period. Middle, fires it down to the corner. Right, working behind the net. Item gets a stick on it. Right, still battling. Item sends it over to the far side corner. Lansing fires it up the boards. Now Jane Volgren sends a rocket, and that'll be gloved by Menard. We get a whistle. With 6:15 to go here in the third period. Fusion leading at 6-2. Trying to wrap up this tournament a perfect 4-0. It'll be Harvey, Pellinger, and Wiersma. Larimore and Kibble the D's. Harvey scoops it up. She'll send it down and deep. Stars skated up the ice. Up to Wiersma. Wiersma sends it deep. She'll head to the bench. Jane Volgren is on. Volgren winds and fires up and over the net. Larson will scoop it up. Nice play there by Volgren. Lansing gathers it up. Larson will pluck it deep. Middle with it now. Jenna Volgren gathers it up. Volgren winds and fires wide of the net. Menard will cover, and we'll get a whistle with 4:12 to go. 6-2 Fusion. Harvey, Wiersma, and Jenna Volgren on the ice. Larimore fires it up the ice. Harvey sends it down. Volgren scoops it up. Kibble. Getting that puck deep. 3:34 to go here in the game. Fusion with a comfortable 6-2 lead. Kibble. Send it right back down. Shot. Fusion sends it out into the neutral zone. Picked up by the Stars. Bobby Woolley up front. And Gustafson with a quick glove. And we'll get a whistle with 2:45 to go, third period. Fusion leading it 6-2. Fusion will bring Harvey, Wiersma, and Larson on up front. It'll be Lansing and Idem the D's. Shot blocked by Wiersma. Idem chips it off the boards and out into the neutral zone. Harvey chasing it down. Harvey to the net. Harvey fires. Loose puck up front. Wiersma backhand opportunity. Menard closes the door for the Stars. Puck onto the stick of Idem. Back over to Lansing, now to Harvey. Harvey will send it deep. Volgren and Volgren step back on. Under 2 to play. Jenna Volgren trying to take off and scored. Lost the handle on it just as she crossed the blue line. Lansing up ahead to Jenna Volgren. Volgren over to Jane Volgren. Jenna chasing it back down behind the net, along with Jane. Picked up by the Stars. Stars swinging out in the neutral zone. Kibble gathers it up, just sends it against the near side boards. That shot deflected by Kibble. Puck out into the neutral zone. Stars gather it up. Jane Volgren just going to fire that one down. That'll be icing. D-zone draw here. Fusion lead at 6-2, 1:09 to go, third period. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the Stars will not score 4 goals in the next 1:09. They'd actually need 5, I think, for the Fusion to not win the Big Rivers Conference Cup here in Eau Claire. Gustafson gathers up the puck here. We'll reset here with 1:01 to go. Wiersma and Pellinger, the wingers. Lily Middle, the center. I'll send that one down. That's going to be an icing, though. We'll stop the clock once again with 43 seconds to go. Fusion will send out Harvey, Larson, and Jane Volgren. These are going to be Larimore and Kibble. 43 seconds to go. Fusion leading at 6-2. Larimore up the boards. That one out in the neutral zone. Harvey's going to chase this one down. Harvey will send it down. Goaltender will play it with 18 seconds to go. Larimore over to Harvey. Harvey can just rocket that one down. 6 seconds to play. And that'll bring the horn, and the Fusion complete a perfect 4-0 varsity sweep and 3-0 JV sweep this weekend. They go 7-0 combined here in Eau Claire. So, you know, it's summer hockey. Teams missing players here and there, so you don't know how much of a statement this is, but certainly going 4-0 is a good way to start your season. So, very, very promising looking Summer Cup here in Eau Claire. Fusion go 4-0 and honestly, you know, played competitive games with the Western Wisconsin Stars and the Chippewa Falls Menominee Sabres, but for the most part have pretty much handled the rest of the teams they played here this weekend. But it'll be a different game in November, December. You know, these teams will tighten up again. Hasn't seen these kids haven't really practiced a whole lot. They haven't, you know, been coached hard. They've kind of, it's summertime. They're taking it easy, just kind of coming out and getting a chance to play together, getting a chance to hang out together, and there they are with the Summer Cup. Big Rivers Conference Summer Cup. They got it. But like I said, certainly better to go 4-0 than 0-4. But this conference will look very, very different once we get into that conference slate here in December, January, and we'll probably start a couple conference games even in November. But the girls definitely very, very impressive performances this weekend. The power play was on point. The penalty kill was on point. We did give up one power play goal today, but I think that's probably 1 out of 6 or 7 chances this weekend. So pretty solid on the penalty kill. The power play, I believe, was either 7 out of 10 or 7 out of 11. That's really, really good. So a lot of good things, a few holes to fill from a graduating class of 9 kids last year at the end of the season. And I think what these guys showed this year is those kids that are returning, they look a year better. They look a year more mature, and they very, very impressive. And some of the newcomers onto the ice and into these Fusion jerseys and onto this varsity team have really stepped up, and they did look good this weekend. Great performances all weekend long, and 2 games today, 4 games over 3 days, and the Fuse look good. So really excited to see them win the Cup this weekend. I really wish we had Coach Cranston here this weekend, but he had some stuff he had to take care of. But really appreciate Coach Z, Coach TJ, and Coach Vezina was here as well. He's our goaltender coach. So had a full group of coaches over there on the bench for us, and they get to tell Coach Cranston, hey, we went 4-0. We got this thing dialed. So nice job by the coaching staff, nice job by the players. Just all around great weekend here for these kids to get back into the Fusion jerseys and get out on the ice and win some hockey games. That's always a good time. We'll be back on the ice here at the end of July in Baldwin, and a whole slate of new opponents to take on in Baldwin. So that should be a great weekend as well, and some new challenges. But just fun to see these kids get on the ice and compete the way they competed. That was the big thing. I mean, you can tell these kids got that competitive spirit. They want to win the hockey games and willing to lay it all out there. It was a really great weekend watching these guys. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. We'll see you in a few weeks in Baldwin. Fusion go 7-0 combined this weekend. Really appreciate you. Take care.